Hello and welcome to my breast cancer awareness build, where I'll be taking this corgi Porsche 917 from shabby to hopefully a bit shinier, and the one I'm working on is going to be a lot shabbier than this, but I omitted to do the turntable shot at the start, so I'm having to just put an example up at the beginning, but you'll still have the interest of the build in the video. It was just one of them things where I omitted to press record when I was filming it, but hey, all these things happen. So away we go, let's start the build. Here I'm showing the drilling and tapping method. I'm just oiling ready for drilling, and I'm showing the method even though I've decided not to use it due to posts, and I've had a problem with me collets on the Dremel, so I've ordered some new collets, but I've decided to leave the base on, so as long as it's short. Anyway, next bit. And here we have the paint being stripped off in caustic soda, having a healthy bubble there, and I use this method quite aptly. I find it strips paint better than any other method. They all have the pros and cons, I suppose, but I prefer using caustic soda, and it has the benefit of giving you clean drains as well when you're throwing them away. And there we have the healthy bubble going on, and it's just pretty hypnotising to watch, really, for me. Just watching the bubbles flow around and what paths they take and stuff. And as it's doing that, it's stripping the paint. Anyway, at this point we're coming into the clouds, so there's nothing further to see. So on to the next scene. And here I'm going to show I had a problem with a wonky chassis on it that wouldn't sit right, and that picture shows how the wheels should be, and the next picture shows how one came out from the factory with a stub coming out from the inner axle. So the remedy was quite simple: to even up the chassis, it was a case of getting out my Stanley knife, well, my X-Acto or Stanley or modelling knife, whatever you prefer calling it, and then just to cut the one wheel that had the factory discrepancy in it, cut it level to where it should have been, and that cured the unlevel chassis that it had from factory. And this is just the plastic part, and I've already polished it with ball pol, solid polish block, which I'll show on a later video. Here's the back car body, and it's been stripped of paint, and now I'm going over it with a wire brush in my Dremel. Just all the paint's gone, it's just to get rid of the oxidising and just generally clean it up. And here is the car bodywork after a wire brushing over. It's now shown up. There's mould seams on it and mould lines. They'll need removing, but it's cleaned up nicely and almost ready for paint. And there's the boot lid tail section, if you will. And here I've got my mini files out, and I'm filing off any flash and body seams that are on it from the moulding process. And next after that, I actually drilled through, so I'm putting a little bit of modelling filler in to rectify the hole where I've cack-handed it. And here we have my own homemade decals. And of course, who would a British guy do but a tea manufacturer for sponsor? As in here, Rosie Lee Tea and a teapot. And here, I've just done a quick wash on the headlamp unit, and I did it with the hair wash, and it's in black. And here, I'm painting the interior Umbral matte black, as I've never known a single car with chrome seats. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I think you'll find it'll be a difficult task. There may be silver ones on old American cars. Anyway, in here I'm doing engine parts black, although the main part is going to be beige as on the real car. And here I'm mixing a sand colour with a rusty brown colour to give a beigey brown colour that the engine is in this area. I'm just dabbing paint on rather than painting it in to keep the detail in the fan, because I'm going to be doing a wash on it after. And here I'm painting round to give an edge around the edge of it, whilst also leaving the carburettor intakes chromed, as they're a silver on the real car. It's like they seem to be turned out of an alloy billet or whatever, or pressed in alloy. Here I'm wet and drying it a little bit to get a little bit of the texture out from the primer, and looking a bit better, although I've put a little bit of texture back in with airbrush. I really don't like acrylics for spraying, but I do use them. There's Vallejo again, acrylics. I mixed white, scarlety colour and yellow to give more of a peachy pink, make it warm. And here we go, that's my Heinkel 111 bomber test spraying rig, and I think it's a bigger gay icon than Marty's Buzz. If you've seen it, brilliant build. And there we have a tack coat going on, and now getting there nearly with full coat. I'm going to put a clear coat over the top for applying decals, and then put a clear coat over the top of that to seal the decals in. And here I'm preparing a clear coat. I'm using Tamiya clear and Tamiya thinner, mixing it together till it's like a milky consistency, I should say, and putting it into a brush using my Heinkel 111 again, test rig, just to spray on to check all's okay. It's only really a coat for decal because I'll be using plastic coat spray for the actual gloss coat, but just putting it on as a spray. And here I'm showing the weather outside my window. I've been looking out on it. It's been blowing a gale today and raining, so it's been the best place to be inside doing a car, having a brew and eating a bit of chocolate. It's just been best thing to do really. I avoided having me whiskey. So here we are, starting to put decals on. That one's a Union flag over the driver's door, I presume. And using a bit of tissue to mop up the water. I'm using microsol and micro sets again. And I'm just putting a red stripe down the middle on it, as race cars usually have. I'm aiming at a nicer livery than Corgi gave you on the original car. Painting details on better than Corgi did. But here I'm starting to paint some red areas. One of the fins at the front. I also decided to do the rear fin. So it looks like part of a racing livery. And I don't know whether I've mentioned, but you'll see me decals in a bit. It all sort of ties together with the theme of pink. Here I'm putting on race numbers, and the race numbers are on there. And next I'll be putting on Porsche stickers. At the moment, there I'm painting ancillary stuff like battery and stuff in the rear end. Just painting it an aluminium colour Tamiya acrylic. Painting the fuel cap. There's two at the front, on the front wings on this one. And here I'm touching in black detailing and starting doing the black framework round the engine at the rear. I've not checked it up on these cars, but looking at the livery, looking at the layout and the ancillaries on the engine, it looks like it's a very large Boxster engine. I'm not entirely sure, I'd have to check up, but it looks like all the carbs are on top. It looks like it's got a cooling fan on top. I'd have to have a quick look, but I'm presuming it's a multi-cylinder Boxster engine, because it looks very flat and stuff. Something I'd probably have to check. And here now I'm painting on the details on the tanks and batteries and things, the ancillaries around the engines. Just add that extra bit of detail as we go. And just spin round and do the other side. Now what I'm going to be doing next, I think I'm doing a wash if I remember rightly, to bring the details out with this. I may have been wiping off the wash here, off the wheel arches. Yeah, I've got a cotton bud, so I'm wiping off bits of excess wash. There's still bits left on, it looks a bit grubby, but it's an engine bay end of day, so looks quite nice there as it is. What I didn't want to do, because it were all acrylic paints, I didn't want to risk rubbing off the pink that I'd already put on, so I opted for it just being a bit muckier. I may go over it again tomorrow when it's had time to harden a bit more. But they are just doing the upper surfaces. And I don't know whether you can see good. You'll probably see it better once I do the final reveal. But on the rear wing there's a teapot as part of the livery, because I've called it as was English call it. It's a cup of Rosie Lee. So I've got Rosie Lee, as in Rosie the pink colour, and Rosie Lee for tea, as we call it in the UK. So it fits in with a couple of things, and I've got a teapot with a pink bow on it on the rear wing, and it just sort of all fitted together with the idea. Here I'm just using Tamiya weathering powders to give a bit more accent to the details on the engine and on the seats and interior, so the seats stand out a bit more, and round the exhausts and suspension, just give it that bit of extra detail. And here I'm putting a wash into the fan area and over the cover at the rear of the engine to emphasise detail on that, so you can see the fan better and engine detail better. As I say, if you look at it there in the cover, it looks dead like there's a load of carbs on top and the fan on top, and I'm thinking it'll be a Boxster engine underneath, unless it's a huge V engine with the fan on top. I'm unsure. I'd have to look into the full details on the engine, what were fitted to these, but it looks a pretty impressive unit, to be honest. There we are, just put it on last bits and bringing up the detail. And here we are with the final reveal. And here we go. And there you are, the Rosie Lee corgi Porsche 917 in its final livery of Rosie Lee teas, with the teapot just underneath the rear spoiler on the rear wing. And it even, you can't really see it too good on the decal, but it does have a pink bow on the teapot for the breast cancer awareness idea. And I'm going to be auctioning this off for charity on eBay, so I'll list it as a corgi Porsche 917 Rosie Lee tea, and I'll put the listing on sometime this afternoon while I'm loading the video, and keep an eye out for it basically. And if you will bid for it, it'd be nice to have a few bids. It'd be nice for it to go to a new home, for the money to, any monies I raise on it will go to a cancer charity. And so yeah, be nice to have a few bids. And here's a view with the bonnet down to show its racing lines and colours off as is. Looks quite a pretty little build. It'd have been nicer if I could have found some, well, if I'd have had, I could have found some, but it was more a time scale of finding some wheels for it, so it's just got the normal corgi ones, albeit I give them a polish with a Dremel so they look nicer. Anyway, if you will, take time to just subscribe. Even better, press the bell for notifications. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.